Jezebel in here. Some real Jezebel, straight out of Outkast. Shout out to Outkast. Their song, not mine. let it know. Do not own the rights to this song at all. Don't own the rights to that. All. Y'all already know this the Shan and JackMe show at 2 o'clock every Sunday. Y'all know I be flexing, so every other Sunday, you know. But I'm here. I'm always here. 2 o'clock. I was here at 1:15 in the parking lot. So hey, if you be late, you gonna miss it. So hope you don't miss it. I hope you don't miss it. The Shan and JackMe show where everybody is a celebrity.
That's right.
Myself, you know, including myself. I'm here today. Goodness gracious, get a doggone, that is funny. Okay, so how stuff be popping up when you talking. Do they see that?
No.
I hope not.
I don't think the people see it. I don't think so.
I hope to God people they don't be seeing the little pop-ups that be coming up on my screen. That's not good at all.
I say that, then they be like, oh.
And they were like, well, I saw that. Look at that. No, don't look at that. Right. Don't look at that. It's the Shan and JackMe show. Sunday fun day. I hope everybody done been to church, done came back home, and it's time to get sinning. You know, do what you did yesterday, what you gonna do tomorrow, what you say you're not gonna do today.
Right.
You can get back started doing that. You know, you can always start over. Just let y'all know that even if you having problems, issues, habits. You know, you try to break them, you can't break them. Just keep quitting every day, you know, for the smokers, cigarette smokers, the drinkers. Let's just quit every day. And I said let's.
Just realize you're addicted.
You're addicted and you're not the only one. You know what I'm saying? So don't feel bad about being the only one still drinking and smoking and trying to get your life together. There's nothing wrong with starting over.
That's
so
right.
You can always start over. And with that being said, I want to go into the self-hate that we have for each other, you know, and even for ourselves. The hate that we have for ourselves is real strong, you know.
Real strong.
It's not a good thing. It's not a good look. And Lab, when I first came in, you was asking me had I seen the Cleopatra documentary, movie, whatever you want to call it. I didn't see it.
Okay.
I did see a few
YouTube
memes
reviews.
of it, review people talking about it, and I even saw who played the part.
I forget the actress's name, but yeah, you know, she's half mixed, half black, half.
Okay, so she's
white,
half and half.
Right,
They
she's
did a
mixed.
half and half.
But you know, they only saw the black part.
Okay.
I just kind of want to touch base on. We're not gonna dwell on it for a very long time. I just kind of want to touch base on not on the documentary or the movie or whatever they call it, because to be honest with you, I feel like that has no dwelling on my future.
Right.
That's
right.
3,000 years in the past.
Right. First.
So I don't care. Nobody knows what she is. But my thing was that everybody was saying, you know, we really don't know what she is. She could have been Greek. She could have been Macedonian. You know, because the people of her time was from the Ptolemy area, which was back Alexander the Great's time, which he was Macedonian and all this other stuff. They were making sure that she was anything but black.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
They were saying Cleopatra was anything but black.
Right.
But the key part to that was it wasn't just Egyptians saying it. It wasn't just whites saying it. You had Latin folks saying it. You had Italian folks saying it. You had even Africans saying it.
That she wasn't. They didn't like it. That she.
Yeah, that we was blackwashing history.
Okay.
One.
Okay.
And then that, you know, I want to say this real quick. Conservatives, white folks, black conservatives, the word woke, we've been stopped using that back in 2018.
Okay.
Just for all the black delegation out here, the
Okay.
people who actually do their research, read books, understand things, we've been stopped saying woke pre-pandemic. So you
Before.
guys constantly using woke and Afrocentric things, we know that just means nigger.
Right.
We just want to let y'all know we know it just means nigger.
That's it. That's it.
But at the same time, they keep saying, oh yeah, we want to get away from this woke thing and blackwashing history. And the hate that we were getting about that, black Americans, not African Americans, black Americans, the hate we were getting about that should really open people's eyes to realize that as black Americans, we are on an island alone.
Right.
And we need to really look at that and understand that if we don't get it together, we won't have a future.
Right.
Because I don't care. Africans hate us.
Right.
Africans don't like black Americans. I've seen videos where the Africans have said we don't need them here.
Right.
They not African. They got their ancestors got stolen, but now that they are black Americans.
Right. Right.
So I just want people in America, black Americans, to understand that, man, we got to get it together, man.
Yeah, we got to stop putting down ourselves.
Right.
You know, we want to play victim, okay, and that's something I can't stand. I get things happen to people. I get things happen to us, to me, have done, you know, have happened. You know, we like to you know, stick with that sad story.
Right.
You know, we like to, you know, and I saw, and this is probably off topic, but I saw something in the past when they say when white people blesses black people, and that means grab I'm gonna say for like a Jay Morant.
Okay.
That's the young boy that pulling out the gun.
Right.
Okay. So you got this $1 million deal and
$230 million.
$230 million deal, and you wanna still brandish a gun. You wanna show you know, I'm still hood, you know. His story is a good story, a backstory, you know, poverty. Come from a place of 3,000 people or less, you know, and you get this $1 million deal, and you still acting like a nigga.
Right. Does that equate to let me act this way?
No, that don't equate at all. And it's like you trying to hurt yourself. You trying to hurt what you're trying to build. Why? Why are we doing such a thing to that nature? And where I was going with this was, white people like to hear sad stories about us. They love that you came from a broken home. They love that your parents didn't do this for you, didn't do that. You know, it's like that brightens their eyes. And for them to come and save you, it's like giving them the pat on the back.
Right.
You know, so they gonna stick with you with that. Versus the family boy that grew up with the mom and dad in college, great employment, you know, doctor, lawyer, whatever, you know, the Huxtable style family.
Right.
They have that, you have that imagery that they will not touch. They won't pick that person. The only way that person to make it is if they done paid they way to make it.
Right.
You know, but it's like they love to hear our sadness, our struggle.
Our sad stories.
You know, yeah, they're sad. They love that's the first thing. Oh, I was molested. You know, anything that humiliates you or something that doesn't make you look like a bigger or better person. They won't go for that. You gotta be fucked up. You gotta have some dumb shit going on in your life, you know. And somebody might be sitting there saying, "No, that's not true. That's not true." Yes, it is. If you really look back at the people that are up there, you know, they got a story, and they're capitalizing off of it, off of your story and your sadness or your hate, you know, and it makes us hate ourselves. You know, we look back at it and we like, oh, you know. He was poor, he this, that, and the other. So you look at yourself in the mirror and you dislike yourself. You know, all the way down to your self-appearance, females.
Right.
We are definitely the worst people we really don't fuck with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We go all the way out to look like somebody else or to look like this image that we think is good, and we run with it. Ladies, call in 678-740-9894 and just tell me why we feel like the lashes that are like a butterfly, they gotta be butterfly style. They can't, you know, I remember
be regular.
They can't just be regular. There's no regular nothing about us. We have to go all
Extra.
the way out, you know, you be extra, and to where when you, and this is where the self-hate comes in to me. You feel like you can't even go nowhere without it. Even with the lace front wigs, I don't have no problem with that. I have worn wigs. I have worn hair weave. I got hair weave now. It's just in a braid style. It's not in the style of a
perm or whatever.
Straight hair perm, but it's added hair. And we hate ourselves so much to where we won't go nowhere without putting that on. And it's so bad now that when you don't wear it, you when you look in the mirror say, I'm ugly. And just because you don't have this artificial add on, you hate yourself. You can't go nowhere, and it's a fact that women that wear these eyelashes now, and they have them all butterfly or even just, you know, just big. They won't go nowhere without those big lashes because you look in the mirror and you say that you hate yourself. You're ugly. You don't think you look good, and now you mad at yourself, and now you feel like you gotta go with this all the time. That's a level of self-hate because you don't want to go back to the original you.
Right.
Now you going to spend money all the time on these eyelashes that supposedly enhance your look, but now we looking like clowns.
Yeah, I think a lot of times it becomes to an extreme.
Right.
Everybody wants to have, you know, you get the regular lashes, then somebody else has a little bit longer lashes,
right,
and the next person has a little bit longer lashes, and it just becomes a whole circus at that point.
Right.
I think black women need to realize that their individual beauty as black women is the goal.
Right.
You know, and I'm not gonna lie, my ex-wife, she used to wear a lot of makeup. She used to wear braids and stuff, extensions and all that stuff, and it wasn't for me because I'm not the type of person to tell anybody that you need that kind of stuff or that's what you need for me to be for you to feel beautiful to me. Right. She just wore it for herself. I'm gonna just say she wore it for other women. Right,
because that's basically what it ends up being. Right. You're really in competition with another woman. You're not doing it for the men. The men, please call in and say something. Right. 678-740-9894. Let us hear the fact that y'all really don't give a fuck about that. You know, all that, the long lashes and all that, even with all the way down to the BBLs. Right. Men don't
prefer natural women.
So where the ball was dropped at? Why we feel like we got to have these things?
I think the ball the ball was dropped when the first one came out, and people didn't notice that that's what that was. And then if you don't notice it, then our next one, you're like, well, dang, they didn't even notice that.
Right.
Now, it's a thing.
Okay, so now that it's done been a thing and it's noticeable, because see, you women used to go get it and try to blend in and want to look as natural as possible.
Right.
But now we going to the extreme, just like with the lashes. We got to do the most.
Right.
So what happened to just being the bare minimum, just a little bit?
Right.
You know, so that's a level of self-hate also.
I think it's more of competition.
To compete.
It's
we got to be better than the next woman. It is not about, I'm looking good for my man.
Right.
Because, see, you don't really go and you don't really even consult with the man to say, if I'm going to do this. You just go ahead and get it. Go get it.
I think if they do consult with their man, they might do. Most men going to say, whatever you want to do, baby.
Whatever you want.
Most men, and I'm just going to throw it out here. I'm going to speak for most men. If you're in a loving relationship with somebody that you love, most of us are going to just say, if whatever makes her happy.
Right.
If that's what you want, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? That's not just putting our foot down saying no.
Right.
That's more of whatever you want to, if that wasn't making you feel happy, you go ahead and do it. I'm going to support it.
Right. So you saying most women, if they do ask the guy, look, I'm finna go get me a BBL, he'll say, well, whatever you want. You know, do whatever you feel.
If he's in a loving relationship with that woman, that's what he's
okay, so if you in a loving relationship, now she come back with this ass bigger than her whole body. Now you kind of like, what the fuck you went and did? You know, why do you, what just happened?
Then that becomes the problem.
Now I'm mad at you.
And that's our fault.
Right.
Because we should have gave some guidelines.
Right.
Hey, whatever you want to do, but hey, don't come back here with no ridiculous bullshit.
Right. That's the conversation that men need to have with the woman.
Right.
You don't go just tell her, look, but baby, you look good. Go whatever you feel like.
Right.
You know what the outcome can be.
Right. Because body dysmorphia is a real thing.
Right.
People look in the mirror. I look in the mirror
and I need to do something.
Right.
Like, I need to do something. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's a real thing, and the more things people do, and to feel more. I mean, look at a lot of celebrities. Lil' Kim.
Yeah.
She was beautiful when she first came out.
Right.
She didn't need all the other necessary things, and but now.
But see, I think that's something in Hollywood.
Right.
I think that if in order to be Hollywood styled, branded, you got to go get your nose. If your nose is too wide, you got to get this fake Barbie doll face. You got to get this small stomach waist, where you look like an hourglass type look, and that's what supposedly sells. It sells and have sold, but it doesn't work. It's not where we need to stay. When you go put on lashes and stuff, it used to be, I'm finna go to the prom, I'm finna go to Easter time.
Right.
I'm looking good to for the moment.
Right.
But for every day, that's not even real. That's not even being real. When you going out every day and you fixed up every day, dolled up every day, ain't nothing wrong with dolling up. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I ain't gonna take that from nobody. But when you go into the extreme, you kind of like are overdoing it. And then this is the caveat. This the flip side of things. Now, I'm going into the young lady that's a dentist.
Okay.
And I saw this post that came out this week one day, and she was very upset that women are coming to her dentist office with bonnets on, jogging pants, pajama pants, have nightgown, look like you just rolled out the bed and decided to come get your teeth clean.
Right.
Very good. I'm glad you're getting your teeth clean. I'm glad you got enough sense to know that I need to go get some dental work.
You're getting that tongue clean.
Hopefully you getting flushing your teeth, getting your tongue scraped.
Right.
Y'all, it is a tongue scraper that you can buy. When you brush your teeth, you can use it as a metal little rod, and you can scrape your tongue, and it helps.
It's actually a tongue scraper on the back of all toothbrushes.
It is a tongue scraper, but people don't want to use that. They're to throw up. They're the automatic throw up. I don't know what that toothbrush do. I don't know know why the toothbrush does that.
Right.
But you're gonna gag.
You gotta gag.
When you stick that toothbrush, trying to scrape, flipping it over, trying to scrape that tongue.
Practice, like,
man, you gonna fuck up every time. The goddamn the toothbrush scraper, no sir. Automatic throw up. I don't know how a skinny ass toothbrush can make you throw up and a big ass dick don't. I don't know how that something as skinny as this. You got gag reflux. You goddamn, you fucking up. You big ass dick. You turn it sideways.
Hey, you sucking on like a flute.
You goddamn, you turn it into goddamn Lizzo. Suck a dick like a motherfucker. You got it. But with that toothbrush, ain't that, you just go and fuck that. There ain't nothing. I'm finna throw up. I'm throwing up. So get the little rod. It's a little rod. It's a thin piece of metal that you can put in your mouth and you can scrape. No gag refluxes. So hey. So yeah, you get the little metal thing. But I'm back to what I'm saying was, I get it. Like, ain't nothing wrong with just going out.
Right.
I got my little I got some jogging pants I put on every day. I know they probably should be thrown the fuck away, but I do wash them.
Right.
They are clean.
Right.
They got pockets in them, and I like to stand with my hand in my motherfucking pocket and regulate. Goddamn it. So whatever, I got an outfit for the house, but I don't. I have gone to the racetrack, the little jogging pants, the little slides. Even with the bonnet. I done did that because I don't feel like putting on the lashes.
Right.
To putting on the clothes to just go somewhere that I'm gonna be in for 10 minutes.
Right. I don't. When you run out to the store real quick, nobody's gonna get fully dressed up. I don't know what the dentist wants people to do, but for one, we coming to the fucking dentist.
Right, and I'm gonna be hurting when I leave.
So I want to be comfortable while I'm sitting in that freaking chair.
Yeah, I gotta sit here.
I gotta sit here.
Yeah.
You're gonna be pulling my teeth or whatever you're gonna be doing to my teeth.
Right.
And then once I leave you, guess where I'm going?
Home. Right. I'm not going nowhere to go suck no dick after I left the dentist. I'm not finna work my oral right after the dentist. Right. So I don't need no lashes on. I don't need to be cute.
Right.
I'm finna go to my car.
Right.
And I'm leaving.
Right.
So I'm assuming that the dentist there, the owner of the place, she has an image that she's trying to portray.
Right.
Because you got a lobby full of bonnet heads, and you get this in pajamas, big fluffy shoes, fur on the shoes. Ain't nothing wrong with none of that.
Right.
But you got all this on, and one white person come in with a business suit that made an appointment some months ago. Never been to this place, but they see your reviews that probably aren't real.
Right.
And they come into your place, not your show, but they come into your office, and they turn away.
Right.
Because they see all this niggerish.
Right.
And I ain't talking about us, but sometimes we do need to be conscious of where we are. And what we're doing. What we represent. A lot of people aren't conscious of their representation. A lot of people just, a lot of the I don't give a fuck attitude is where we are. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But it's a level to the I don't give a fucks. You can't go out anywhere just looking like anything.
Anytime.
And at any time. If you catch me out in the middle of the night and I'm in the gas station, I'm just rolling out just for a second. I'm probably the condoms for sale, something at the gas station because you came without it. I need you to, I need to go get this. We're not doing nothing unless you got the condoms. So if you see me running in the gas station at 3 a.m. and I just got on a thin ass shirt, it was for the moment, I'm getting ready. No. So ain't nothing wrong with just a dash out and to come back.
Right.
So don't get it twisted. It is a time and a place for everything. Okay. And I think that's what the dentist lady was trying to really say. Yeah. Don't come in here just like you just rolled out the bed. Cause some of them do. Yeah. Be done just rolled out the bed. Oh, my appointment. That's those late people.
Right.
That's them people who just ain't getting it.
Well, I guess my question is, though, to the dentist, is it stopping her from getting her money, though?
No, she still gonna get the veneer money.
Right, I mean,
These people done saved up a
they
lot
don't
to
have
get
no
the
clothes. They
I
just
don't.
save for that $50,000 veneer.
They trying to go get these teeth.
Right.
See,
It's not like the dentist is cheap.
no, that's the
And-
most expensive procedure you go get.
I mean, they damn near like surgery.
They worse than surgery
Surgery.
because they want their money today.
Right.
See, I shout out to Wellstar. I know I owe y'all. I know. Don't call now. I know.
Right,
okay,
right,
Wellstar.
right.
I know I owe. Okay. I know I owe.
Right.
But that dentist, they ain't letting me leave out.
Right, until you pay it.
And then they half-ass do the job and they say, well, just come in and finish signing these papers. I'm like, well, wait a minute.
Right.
But they want their money. They want their money today. So, dentist lady, what do they call a dentist? What's the
Orthodontist.
okay, orthodontist lady,
Yeah.
orthodontist, because you went to school to be called an orthodontist.
Orthodontist,
You know, you
yeah.
wanted the big word behind your name.
Right.
Okay, I get it. So you really don't have room to tell a broke motherfucker what to wear.
Right.
With their Medicaid card, they coming in now. You gonna swipe them numbers
Right.
and you gonna put them
Regardless to how
numbers
they
in,
dress.
and it's gonna work. It's gonna go through. It's gonna clear the bank immediately.
Even
So,
if they have insurance.
even with the insurance,
They're
I
gonna swipe the
still
insurance.
gotta pay out my pocket.
Right.
I don't get it. I'm so fucking mad now that I think about it. I haven't even made my yearly dental appointment
That's
because
what I'm saying. Like, it's not stopping you from getting your money. I get your point.
right.
But you are being sustained by those bonnets and pajamas too. So you
Right.
need to take a little. You need to
You
step
need
back
to,
just a little bit from your high
yeah.
horse
You need to get off that horse
and look
and come
around
on
and
back down
realize
and realize the people that you're serving.
You might be trying to get a different type of clientele now, but who sustained you up until that point?
Until then, see, and that's what a lot of people, and that's in any business.
Right.
We go through the struggle with our people, but when we get to a certain level, we drop our people and attach to these people that you don't really know.
Right.
You know, they gonna spend their money, but you don't know them.
Right.
You know, you acting like you ain't in the struggle, or ain't never been in the struggle.
Right.
You know, when I know most of us are. You know, so we get these new friends, you know, because they got money now. I got a little money now, so now I'm on this other level. You know, ain't nothing wrong with going to the next level, but don't shine on the people that done helped you get there.
Yeah,
you know, that's something that black folk and even some white people do. We step on each other, we climb the ladder, we get up there, and then the people under us now is bad.
Right.
Bitch, you a bonnet bitch too, I'm sure.
sure.
I'm on positive you a bonnet bitch, but then you try not to be the bonnet bitch because you got this style or this status now.
Right.
Bitch, you wanna be back on the bonnet, ho. I'm mad now, cause see, cause you wanna shine on the bonnet, bitch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You
The
know,
one who has sustained your business all this time.
all this time. I don't know how long you been in business either, but your office is full of us.
Right.
So, bitch, you know what time it is.
Right.
You know you taking Medicaid. You know you taking the lesser. You know you taking the Better insurance people.
right.
You taking you taking these clients, but you want to act like you mad.
And I think Medicaid and all that pays more than will pay more than actual insurance, because my insurance don't pay everything. So she getting all her money.
Yeah, you getting off the rip. You in there filing for teeth that didn't even have that, didn't even need
You
that.
add extra
You
stuff
add
to it.
extra stuff. Well, you know what? I think you should get that. You know what? Now you charge because you see where the money coming
Right,
from.
right.
The government.
Right.
Guaranteed income.
Right.
But a bitch like me coming in with my Cigna that only paying 30%, and then I got to pay the other 70%.
Right.
I'm mad. I'm very upset. You know, I'm very disgusted. So I know this dentist lady, you done got this level or something, but you want to be a bonnet bitch
Right,
again.
right.
Ain't nothing wrong with bonnet bitches. Y'all
Right.
don't let nobody tell y'all that you rocking your bonnet ain't good.
Right.
Cause see, most time when I wear the bonnet, hair, like my hair under there is straight. Laid, and I'm trying to keep it that
laid.
way. I done left the beauty salon and they done wrap my shit, and you know how Georgia weather is with the humidity. I'm not poof. I'm not finna come out looking like I didn't go to the beauty salon.
Right.
So I'm finna bonnet bitch this shit.
Right.
You know, so ain't nothing wrong with rocking the bonnet. Don't let nobody shame y'all.
She don't know what's going on under that
People
hair.
don't know what be going on. That ain't even.
And then if she in her pajamas, we don't know if she just got off work from working
All
overnight
night.
shift.
See, it's a lot of scenario why
Right.
people are dressed like this. Now,
Right.
if you see the bitch with the pajama pants on all week, okay, pull her to the side. Pull her to the side. Say, look here.
She everywhere in the pajamas.
I've been noticing the pajama outfit now. It ain't.
You on Instagram every
I
picture
see
you in
you.
the
Every
pajamas.
picture you got on is these same leopard pajama pants, and I know they probably kind of funky,
Right.
you know. So I'm gonna need you to tighten it up. Put on some more pajama pants. Switch it up. You know, don't just keep wearing the same pajama pants. People are watching.
Right.
People see you. Ain't nothing, you know, again, ain't nothing wrong with your chill wardrobe. But if you're going to keep going out there every day flopping up and down the street, up and down the road, same Walmart, you know, go in the shop. Stop going in there and buy a gallon of milk and leaving out. And then you forgot your cereal.
Right.
And then you got to walk back up there because you walking. Here you go walking. See, it's so much to the bonnet bitch story.
Right. It could be a lot of things going on.
It's
with the
so
bonnets.
much going on. So this ain't no self-hate.
Right.
I ain't mad at y'all. I'm responding with respect. And I'm saying, keep it going. You know, ain't
Right.
nothing wrong with the bonnet bitches. Don't let nobody tell y'all what to wear, when to wear it. Do you again. But it's a time and place for it all.
Sometimes them pajamas can catch now.
You know, see them pajama
You wear it
pants.
right there,
I done seen a lot of butt jiggling in these pajama pants. I was like, that bitch booty jumping like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Them pajama pants like that. Did she just poop or something? Because the vibration. She goddamn moving and shit. You know,
Right.
so I'm trying to see. I be trying to see too, you know, but don't look like you been farting all night in these pajama pants in Walmart. We know. So just understand.
Right. I know they all hate when Walmart at 24
I know
hours.
y'all hate on the Walmart and the damn, you know, and the Kroger shoppers.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Tarjets and all that, you know. The bonnet band and the pajama crew is in there.
Right.
So don't be mad. This ain't
It
self-hate.
ain't your business anyway.
It's not your business. And then this is us on a serious turn. R.I.P. to Shatika Floyd. You know, this young lady that was in a domestic violent relationship. Dude was on the run for a while, and I think they caught up to him, and he killed himself.
Okay.
You know, I don't want to say what you should have, but you probably should have just did that first before you go kill this lady.
Right.
Because she don't want to be with you anymore.
Right.
And I just want to say, if domestic violence is a horrible, horrible disease to be in. And then I say disease because it is. Because you get into this form of mentality, women, and even men. I done heard some stories about some men too, but basically more on the level for the women. It's a disease because you don't know when to leave.
Right.
And that's what it hurts. That's where the hurt comes from.
Right.
When do you leave? When do you say enough is enough?
It's a hard thing to do. I mean, as a child of domestic violence from my mom and all her boyfriends and stuff, she never really left. I don't know why she didn't leave. I think it was more for her. It was more of an economic thing.
Yeah, and see, a lot of people stay because of the finance.
Yeah, I mean, my mom used to get beat all the time. She got so beat, she got one of her eyes knocked out. But it was more of an economic thing. You know, she wasn't really, she had, ran the streets younger and stuff like that. So she wasn't really, didn't have really a job. So it was kind of like staying with them was economically sound. Even though how they treated her was crap.
Right.
It was more like, well, what I'm going to do if I leave?
Right.
Even though she had family, even though she had...
and you have family.
My mom has 5 brothers.
Right, but we're not
and
telling
one
that.
of them was no joke. He passed, rest in peace, but he was no joke.
Right,
like
right. We'll whoop a nigga ass.
like
you know what I'm saying?
He will disappear, nigga.
Right.
So I didn't ever understand that because it was nothing for me to make a call.
But like you said, she had a situation.
Right.
And most people are in situations that they can't get out of.
Right, and then they tell themselves, and I think she was telling herself,
he gonna get better. It's gonna change.
I love him.
Yeah, you have all these scenarios why you won't go, and I'm gonna say this as a living witness. You don't know when to go. You sometimes in a situation like that, you have to actually set yourself up for it. You can't just leave because the day you decided you want to leave.
Right.
Now, if you in some real bullshit and you got this motherfucker that's gonna be handling you, following you, chasing you, you got to go all the way out. I mean, sometimes you have to even go to another state. Sometimes you have to even, and what I'm saying is preparation. You can't just leave. A lot of people saying, well, why you stay? Why you still in this? Or why she didn't later call herself being done with this. It's over with. She at work, she mind her own business.
Doing her own
Here
thing.
you come pulling up in your regular ass car, saying want to show out or want to fight because I no longer want to be with you anymore. Preparation, you gotta tell your family. You gotta let somebody know, because you could be living. This is a fact that I do know. You could be living in some shit and don't nobody know. Y'all faking, smiling, laughing, putting on when the family is around. Everything is good. Everybody think it's okay, but sooner you leave or everybody leave, now he want to fight you because you were talking to your cousin, male cousin.
Right.
Longer than you should have, or longer than he expected, and I hate that, that a lot of women are living in a very bad situation, and it's hard, and this ain't no black thing, no white thing, this a human nature thing. We as women have to really be strong enough to admit I'm in some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We can't be living in denial thinking that things are gonna change or this is gonna get better. And if you in a domestic relationship, you can call in, and I know a lot of people don't want to call in because they like, oh no, I can't look. But yeah, a lot of people want a way out. So if you're in a domestic violent relationship, always just call. They got hotlines, they got people, they got churches, and don't be ashamed to ask for help in this fucked up situation. I'm in a bad relationship. I'm getting beat up every day. Ain't nothing wrong with telling somebody, because the day that you be found missing or dead, people gonna be trying to figure out what happened. Who? Why? Her husband, he drop her off every day. They smile. He get her kiss when they get out the car. I seen them. They happy together. What? And then he running off. Then you give him time to get the hell on, because nobody knows your situation. But if somebody had an idea, they'll say, hold on, now that boyfriend,
I'm gonna tell you, like, when my mom's situation, just growing up in that whole thing for as long as I did, my uncles and grandmothers and stuff knew, because I made sure I told.
Yeah, the children gonna tell.
But the problem that was for them was she kept going back.
And that's when your help stops helping.
Right.
Now you done got to this point, because you done told, you done had your brothers come beat the dough down. They done jumped on the nigga. They done beat him up. And you go run over there and put a Band-Aid on his cut. Oh, I didn't mean to call them. I ain't mean for them to come over here and jump on you. Yeah, you finna get your ass whooped again. You know what I'm saying? And even after you done patched him up from getting the whipping that he deserved. So you end up in a situation to where there is no help now because you stay.
Yeah, and my uncle had a situation like that. I mean, my uncles, I called him one day. I was like, he over here, he chasing her around the table. He
right,
crap
with the
I think I was like 8 or 9.
Right.
And they came over.
Right.
Kicked the door in. And my uncle, who I told you ain't no joke, he had a gun to his head. Like, I'm
gonna take you up out of here. You keep
and he was like, come on. So my mama, come on. And she's like, no, I'm going to stay. And at that point, I saw his face. He's like, you know what?
Enough of this.
I ain't finna go to jail for
I'm not finna go to jail and you finna still be with this nigga.
Right.
I'm not finna do that.
And then he said, well, I'm finna take Lee.
Right.
And that's gonna be that.
Right.
So, yeah.
And so a lot of women end up staying, cause and then end up hurting the family, cause they tried to help you.
Right.
They actually came and genuinely tried to get you out of this situation, but you didn't want to go. And I just say this to a lot of women, don't, I get it. I really fucking get it, to where you don't know what to do.
Right.
You know, but it's it's sad to say. A lot of people like to say, don't putting people in your business and this, that, and the other. Sometimes you have to.
Sometimes some business people.
Sometimes business need to be tended to from the outside.
Right.
You know, because you can't handle it. You know, and it do take a village. It really do take a lot to get out of that situation. And it might even take you to get beat up for another week. But you need to be planning a way out.
Right.
You got to set yourself up in the situation. You know, you got to train your mind that, oh, I'm finna get out of this. And you got to stand to it. You got to stick with it. You know, so shout out to the women that, you know, that is going through a bad situation in the relationship. And all I can say is there is help out there. It is hotlines that you can call. It is people that you can lean on. You don't have to just go through it by yourself and get beat up, get whooped on. You know, that's not good. That's not what you want. Black eye, you know, come on, man. And I just know this ain't what you want. You know, so don't go through life getting beat on and then a nigga end up taking your life. You know what I'm saying? You don't want your life to be taken out because of some feelings, because that's what he got. He just having some temporary feelings that he think he got to have you or just be with you. You let that nigga go. You know what I'm saying? And someone say, what about the men being abused? Okay, the men that being abused by these women that are narcissists, because that's kind of like the personality that they have to try to control you.
Yeah,
and
it's an emotional thing. I went through that with my ex-wife.
Yeah.
It was an emotional abuse.
Yeah,
it's more emotional.
Especially when women are doing it.
Yeah,
you know?
it's not necessarily as physical as when men do it to women, but it's emotional. Well, for me it was because, you know, she getting mad about something. I'm trying to go do something or hang out with some people and she getting mad about it.
Right.
So then I say, well, I'm not going to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you don't want to argue. You don't want to go through and then that's abuse. Going through arguing every day, all that women want to fight. You know, I remember that.
And see, my problem was, since my mom was abused and I'm a child of that, I was passive.
Right.
So I never wanted to
start nothing or even get into that.
I never wanted to make her feel like my mom felt.
Right,
so
right. So you had this passive aggressive type of personality.
Right.
Keep praying for them. That's true. We got to pray for them that's going through those domestic violent relationships, and for the men that are going through it, you know, it like. Even with what I would say is you need to tell somebody too.
Right.
It's hard for a man it's very hard for a man to admit that he's in a domestic violent relationship.
Right, because it seems weak.
It seems like weak. And I hate that men have to go through so much. Men really encounter a lot. Women, yeah, we got a lot going on, but the men, them being able to admit that they're emotionally hurt, they getting beat on, you know, it's like a stigmata that you cannot admit that you've been raped. You can't admit that you've been molested.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't admit that you in a bad relationship, that the woman is beating on you. She beating on you because you ain't knocked the shit out of her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? See, that part, all you gotta do is do it one back. No, don't do that. I was just playing. Don't. Because now we all gonna be that motherfucker.
The problem with that is we have another catch-22 against us when they call the police.
The police ain't gonna believe.
They gonna take me.
They gonna lock me up. But you just bust me upside the head.
Myself.
And I'm trying to defend myself because this woman in here really attacking me.
Right.
You know, see, men have to prove so much more to a situation or to the police or to the judge. They got to prove so much more that they're in a bad relationship. And I take my hat out to the men that really are living this type of lifestyle.
Right. And
it's out there. It is a fact that it's a man. It's happening.
And the emotional abuse happens suddenly. I mean, not suddenly. It happens subtly.
Over time.
Slowly, over time.
You know what I'm saying? Gradually.
You don't even notice it.
No.
And then once you get away from you, like, damn.
The fuck I was doing.
Right.
You know, I'm in there. This woman here fight me every time I come in the door.
I come from work late, she upset.
She mad. She sitting there with a lip poked out.
My ex-wife used to break all the dishes. And
see, I ain't never, I ain't finna tear my house, dumb bitch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Why you sitting up there tearing your pictures down? You got to clean this place up when it's all said and done. fine. So no, I'm not finna tear up the house, but I have tried to fight a guy, you know, mad. And that came from being in the previous relationship of having to fight.
Right.
You know, and then when you get with somebody that ain't with that, here you is trying to fight this person and they looking at you like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know, so now you like, oh, I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? So now you need to sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? But that coming from learning being in a situation where you had to defend yourself, now you got this aggressive personality that is really not even there, that was not you from the beginning. So now you got this love-hate thing, and you trying to guard your feelings. You know what I'm saying? So now you become aggressive, you know, and that's not how we should be. You know, we can't let our past dictate our future.
I mean, we carry baggage. We talked about
the baggage is very heavy.
People always say don't come to a relationship with baggage, but
you got
to be honest with you, there's really no way to get rid of baggage. The baggage is always there. Right. It's just gonna always be there. 1 second, Ms. Mixlight. Go ahead. And also we got the domestic violence hotline. Anybody who's going through domestic violence, like Shan said, there's help out there. 1-800-799-7233.
Yeah, call in if you need to call in real fast. I definitely got to repeat this phone number. 1-800-799-7233. It's a domestic violence for anybody, male or female. These people don't tell your business. They're not gonna make you feel ashamed. Just call in and say, look, this is what I'm going through. I'm in some fucked up shit. And you can just and keep it real. A lot of people don't like to keep it real. You want to sugarcoat the situation when you in some bad shit, you know, and you need help. 1-800-799-7233. Call in and get some help. Get the help that you need, because there's help out there. You can call the show today, 678-740-9894. What I'm going to do is refer you to this number, 1-800-799-7233. But I will have a conversation with you. I will, and this could be off the air. You can hit me in the DM. And the process that I took, I had to leave. I left. You know, I prepared to leave. And I did, and you have to set yourself up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta disappear. You gotta come up. You gotta really regroup, and that's probably most of the main thing a lot of people don't want to do is regroup. Starting over. I gotta work by myself now. I got pay these bills by myself. But you don't deserve to get beat on though. You do not. If it ain't the amount of money in the world that should keep you staying in a bad situation. You know, I get a lot of people don't want to live in a shelter. You thinking I'm in this shelter, you embarrassed. It's a reset in your life, but you resetting. You getting a chance to start over. You can't just stay there and get beat on, because then you will be a victim, and you'll end up probably dead. Most times, the people get mad. This lady, I just had a friend call me that she done hit her boyfriend in the head, fight, killed them. Not trying to. Just like the lady that killed her boyfriend on Facebook. Lie. I don't believe that woman tried to do that. You first of all, you on live. This the first mistake. You on fucking live and you trying to show out. You trying to show that I'm not this man. He just done came in the house. I done found out he sleeping with this girl. I done found out this bitch, and you posting her phone number, address, all that old dumb stuff that we do out of anger. So now when he comes in the house, you fussing at him. Oh yeah, what the fuck you been? Da, 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 da. You know what got you with this gun in your hand? That phone in your hand. That what made you get stupider. Cause you trying to show out. You showing out in passion. You showing out in out of anger. And now you done. Yeah. What? Now you done shot this man. Maybe accidentally, even maybe on purpose. But you didn't want to go that far. You know what I'm saying? Because, see, we saw our numbers going up as we were arguing. See, at first it probably was just 10 people on there. Your sister, brother, mama, them. But now you see 100 people. Because, see, for some reason, the algorithm shifted you to more people.
Right.
So now you turned up. Now you showing out. I got this gun, woo. Yeah, I'm finna get this nigga that he cheating on me. He did. Now you done shot the man. He dead. Mm-hmm. All cause you trying to show out. Wow. You trying to impress the public. Yeah. Instead of addressing it as a woman or even addressing it as a man, you show out and you go live and now you done killed somebody on live. Mm-hmm. You know, it didn't take that. It didn't take that much. So
it don't even add up, right?
It don't add up. So now you gone to jail. Mm-hmm. He's dead, and now the children gotta go figure out how they finna take care of themselves with this grandma or with somebody else that you supposed that you're with. Baggage is the main reason you should focus on you before going into a new relationship. Yeah, you gotta clear your bag out.
Yeah, but I don't think you ever clear it completely.
It never comes out completely.
I think people get the misconception that
you gotta leave your baggage.
Yeah, I think the people get the misconception that it's gonna be a completely empty bag. You're gonna keep bits and pieces of things within that bag
and you
that you think that's gonna protect you in the future. Like you said, you know, you had previously it was a violent relationship, so the next relationship you weren't going through that.
We not finna fight.
I'm not going through that. So I'm prepared now.
I'm finna keep it right here, right now.
And I'm sure today, if you see some signs of, I'm not your boyfriend,
I got you. Right.
You be like, hey,
we not finna fight. Right. We finna fight. I'm gonna fuck you on up because I can't go through that.
You have to know the signs of that. You have to know what.
As soon as you see somebody raising their hand up at you, now you like, oh fuck.
So some parts of baggage are good for you. They can protect you. So we all gonna keep a little bit of baggage. So, I mean, we not gonna. I don't know why people think that. Just leave them bags right there and come to this new relationship fresh and new. That's not ever going to happen.
That don't ever happen.
Because the baggage and the things that you've been through makes you who you are as a person. And if you don't carry who you are as a person,
you lose yourself. Then you end up becoming somebody's puppet. You get be dragged along and you don't end up just being true to yourself. So don't not carry the bag. Yeah, I know a lot of people. I ain't talking about the money bag. I'm talking about the bag of all your bullshit that you bring into these relationships, and ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Like
just a little bit of
you just gotta pull out what you can. You can keep the bag in the closet, and you can always dig in that motherfucker.
Pull it out
whenever you want to. Oh, bitch, you want to fight? Oh, okay. I got something for this. Oh, I got something for this. You want to start some shit? Come on now.
Show you how I do it.
I'm gonna show you where this is going to lead, because this is the last time we gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? So either one of us gonna leave here some kind of way. But if you want to start something, you want to be starting something, we got to be starting something. So we going to Michael Jackson this thing on out. We going to either beat it or we going to be the man in the mirror. I'm starting with the man in the mirror with me. I'm not taking that shit. So don't come with the fuckery. So you bring your little bag. Put it in the closet and use it as needed. Digging that motherfucker, you know, man. Bring your bag. You know, just you got a bag, I got a bag. And we you sit your bag over there, and I'm gonna put my bag over here. We pull it out as needed, as needed.
What you doing? I'm looking through this bag.
I'm just checking my bag.
Because you acting a little strange.
Because I see you with the fuck shit. I'm finna show you what's in this bag that I got over here in this corner. Fuck with it or not. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be pulling out my little 330. What I got? What kind of gun I got? I got a 357, I think. Or it's a revolver.
Oh, okay. Those revolvers.
It's a revolver. It's a 357. I know what it is. 357. I know what it is. And then that thing's got 6 in it already. And I got probably only 24. So this is not gonna be a big fight.
You just flipped my switch.
You don't turn me on now. I'm finna goddamn fuck this shit up right here.
Go crazy.
Yeah, you done turn me into a motherfucking beast in here. So don't make me pull out my bag. You want me to pull out the pretty panties, or you want me to pull out the pistol? One of the two. Let's put on these pretty panties or the goddamn pistol. So don't make me go in my bag. So
leave that little no gun that big.
I know I ain't got no business. And then it's a hot piece too, so I'm definitely not really trying to shoot nobody. Cause I don't know how many bodies already on it, but I just want you to know I got that motherfucker. And I will use it. And I'm gonna explain these other bodies, I don't know nothing about. But this one right here
is mine.
That motherfucker put his hands on me. So I'm finna goddamn let y'all know. There's plenty of bodies on this pistol. So understand that. Understand. I need to give me another gun now.
Right. Real fast.
I need to go get that bag.
Right. Real quick. So this was a great show. I'm glad everybody that did come in. No phone calls today. Very good. Fuck y'all. No, not fuck y'all. Don't listen to me get ugly. Cause that's part of the bag. See, I still got baggage. Right.
So, but I'm so serious about the domestic violence. That's just something that we gotta really remember. And shout out to all the women that had graduating kids. I'm not talking about your kindergarten baby, okay? I'm gonna need y'all to not think.
The pre-K graduation.
The pre-K graduation. I saw a few pictures and I'm like, no.
We talking about
he got along, he just going to the kindergarten. I ain't talking about the nursery graduation. I'm not talking about going to the 5th grade graduation. No. I'm talking about shout out to these kids that going to high school, 8th grade, and these ones that are going to college.
That's right.
Y'all did a damn good job. Y'all did an excellent job. Did this prom shit. I ain't never seen nothing like it, These girls, y'all did y'all thing. These boys, y'all did y'all thing. It's a new breed of style.
Right.
Here I go my prom, my 8th grade prom. When I looked at these pictures of these young girls, they body trimmed and titty bigger than mine, and I'm like, well, damn, they looking good. They looking real good. I see why these teachers fucking up. Y'all better watch all that shit right there. This shit is getting crazy out here. So let's tone down these kids looking like adults. Looking like grown women. They got grown all over themselves.
Right.
Cause I remember we had them debutante big ass dresses looking like a bell upside down. Ugly, just was ugly. I just look back at those days and I'm like, ooh, I can't believe we were wearing that, But y'all did y'all thing. Shout out to the parents that really held it down. Y'all went all the way out, and it's appreciated. I just want y'all to know that it's very much appreciated. It's a hard job raising kids, especially teenagers. Growing up, trying to find themselves, and they see themselves looking at this social network. So the social network is their mirror now. Mm-hmm. They're not looking at who they are. They looking at who they want to be.
Right.
So let's try to get our children to want to be themselves. Ain't nothing wrong with being yourself. Shout out to the Denver last night. I just want to say.
Right.
I just want to say to the Lakers fans out there, if y'all out there, I'm sorry. LeBron, let it go. I swear, it was like the Lakers rim just was like, no.
It was backwards.
It was like it would not let them get a ball in.
And then it was like,
It was like, no sir, LeBron treat, no sir, no. Shout out to Murray, got 30 points in the first half.
Right.
Never done before in the history of NBA. Jovic, the Joker, the white guy, I fucking like him. He's like a gentle giant. He's just this little giant to me that I wish should have won MVP. The guy who they won MVP from, he was from the Warriors.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't really watch sports like that.
Okay, but he was the MVP came from the Warriors. Okay. But that goddamn Denver last night has been showing they got a good team. And I'm not a bandwagon rider, none of that. I just be forced to watch shit like that. So, goddamn it. I'm going for Denver. Right. Let's go, Denver. This is the Shan and JackMe show. I'm finna tune off because we got Misfits Radio. The love dealer is the love dealer today.
No,
Not
it's
love
West Side
de-
Misfits.
Just,
You know, some people who do the love dealer really don't really want to do it that much. So it's
Okay,
kind of
got
like
you.
they be
Well,
slacking. So
okay.
we're not gonna really talk about the love dealer no
Okay.
more until they start doing it consistently.
Okay, but I love the love
they
dealer.
they on hiatus.
They're trying to find themselves,
Right.
you know, so that's what it is. Misfits Radio coming in next at 3 o'clock. The Shan and JackMe show here on Sunday, 2 o'clock. Let's go.